headgear out.
Hey guys, I'm Don Weathers with 24 Bail Bonding. You need a bondsman? I'm your man. I can get you out of any jail, anywhere in the state of Georgia. I'll set you up with some easy payment plans, easy payment terms. We're open 24/7, even including holidays. You need a bondsman? I'm your man. You come see me at 24 Bail Bonding, located in Cartersville, Georgia. 770-382-2424. Come see me.
Hey, have you checked out Treasure Chest lately? We have a whole new look in the store, on our webpage, treasurechest.outlet.com. Check us out on Facebook, like us. You never know what might pop up that you like. But most of all, come by the store, see what we've got. Used stuff, new stuff. We've added a whole line of ornamental concrete for the yard. We have bird baths, benches, patio sets, anything that you could think of that you may want for your yard. Come by and see us at 188 North Morningside Drive.
Pet Vet Clinic, join us on Facebook. We have a state-of-the-art surgical suite and dental facilities. Pet Vet Clinic, join us on Facebook.
We offer in-house blood work where you can get results immediately. We also have digital x-rays.
Come on down to Pet Vet Clinic. We're located at the corner of Burn Hickory and Mission Road. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're here Saturdays from 8 to 12. Hope to see you soon.
Everybody, it's Chief Scott Carter. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see everybody.
How long have you been in the building now, this new building?
We've moved in here in December the 8th. We moved administration December the 8th, 2012, and we ran our first call out of here when we moved the fire trucks on December the 18th, 2012. So we've been here a year now.
You liking every minute of it?
Yeah, everything is going great. It's really has enhanced our services here, and we've been able to do a lot of new neat things.
You're changing the colors, or you've already finished all the colors of the fire hydrants? What's going on with that?
Okay, we have developed a new ordinance here within the city adopting a new color code system for our fire hydrants. And basically what this is, it allows the firefighters, as they're pulling up to a fire hydrant, they can look at the top bonnet color and they can tell how many gallons per minute that particular hydrant is going to flow. And what that does for them is it allows them to make faster tactical decisions and be able to tap into the best water that's available if they should happen to have a fire.
This past week's been, we've had a lot of snow, a lot of ice. How did y'all do? How did the city fire department handle that?
Well, the city as a whole handled everything extremely well. And, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a community to take care of a community. Fortunately, we were very blessed that citizens heeded the warnings and they stayed off the roadways as much as possible, and that in turn made our call volume a whole lot better. We were able to get to emergencies faster because we were not impeded by blocked traffic. And it was also a whole lot safer. There were fewer accidents and things, and this is really the community coming together. The fire department, we did fare well. Of course, we had a few house fires and a couple of car fires. Medical calls were up significantly, and we even delivered one baby during the past two winter storms. So it was a very interesting event, to say the least.
Are y'all trained to deliver babies?
Well, we are. Of course, the mother does all the work.
Right.
But we are trained in that. And here at the fire department, we are what you would call a medical first responder. We're the initial medical responder. And we work in concert with Bartow County EMS. And they provide the advanced life support level, and they also provide the transport. We don't do any transport. We're like the first step into the process that bridges in what they call the pre-hospital care chain.
That's a big deal, isn't it?
It really
baby is.
Oh yeah. It's a fun memory. You know, unfortunately, when we get called out, we're called out for folks during the worst days of their lives, and we right in the midst of any tragedies. But so when you have the opportunity to do what we would like to say is a really feel-good kind of call, it makes a difference in your career.
Why does everybody go out at the same time? EMS, fire department, why is it?
Well, there again, it's a staged response. Everybody has a specific responsibility. For example, on a motor vehicle accident, everybody that's there, law enforcement, fire, EMS, they all have different responsibilities in order to mitigate that entire incident. You know, for example, the fire department, we're there to make sure that all the vehicles are stabilized, that it's a safe environment to work out of, and also we're the initial care providers, you know, in trauma. EMS, of course, they're going to be there specifically for patient care. And of course, law enforcement is there initially to make sure that the perimeter is secure, other citizens coming by are safe, that the accident doesn't grow any worse than what it is. And then of course, on the end of it, they're also responsible for investigation. So it's a team effort with all the different agencies coming together for one common good.
What are we doing wrong out here? What are you seeing a lot of, or more than you should see that it's preventable?
Well, that's a pretty big question, and depends on what area you're talking about. As far as fires are concerned, of course, our number one fires are still kitchen fires throughout the year. That's our primary cause of fires. Therefore, we really need to be putting in safe cooking practices. And the second leading cause then is discarded smoking material. So it's really about common sense and doing the normal prevention measures that you would need to do as far as fires are concerned. Motor vehicle accidents, slow down. Especially on I-75, probably 10% of our call volume actually comes from I-75 and accidents that occur. You know, people just need to use due regard. They need to be as safe as possible and be aware. You know, it's amazing to see people that are texting and driving. You know, that's a big no-no. That's a big distraction. People getting too close, you know, following too closely, that leads to accidents. People exceeding the speed limits. You know, so the main thing about what we do is people just really need to use common sense, basic safety principles, you know, and if you don't think you should be doing it, you probably shouldn't.
Everybody, it's Chief Scott Carter. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming on Cartersville UNCUT.
Y'all come by and see us.
Hey guys, Chris Allen here with Johnny's Pizza, and in case you haven't heard, I'm the new owner. We've totally redecorated the inside. We've added 7 flat screen TVs to enjoy sporting events. We have live music on Thursdays. We're starting trivia on Tuesdays in just a couple of weeks. We have the best pizza in town, hand-tossed, handmade. Every pizza's made to order using the freshest ingredients right here locally. Our servers are great. They have a wonderful attitude, and they always have a smile on their face. We have over 75 different beer selections, including 20 on tap. So come on down and join us. Check out the new environment. Check out some great pizza, and we'll see you here. Johnny's Pizza, 244 North Dixie Avenue.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Patterson at Patterson Family Chiropractic Clinic. I asked people all over the city, what do you know about chiropractic? And they all say the same thing. It helps with headaches, mid-back pain, neck pain, low back pain, and sciatic pain. Well, current research is showing that chiropractic can help with the rest of these symptoms also. I also ask, have you ever been to a chiropractor? And they either say no or they say yes, but I didn't like the popping, snapping, and the twisting feeling. Well, at Patterson Family Chiropractic Clinic, I use low force technique where there is no snapping or popping or cracking. We are located right next to Okinawa Restaurant. Telephone number is 770-383-9605. I am Dr. Patterson at Patterson Family Chiropractic Clinic, and thank you.
Hi there. Welcome to West End Pharmacy. We're a locally owned pharmacy here in Cartersville. We're independent. not associated with any chains, located conveniently on West Avenue next to the subway.
We specialize in providing great customer service to our customers. Most of our customers wait less than 10 minutes to get their prescriptions filled.
We are located on West Avenue next to Subway, just east of Eagles.
We accept insurance. We have competitive prices for those who do not have it. Come see us and experience the best service in town.
Hello, I'm David Franklin. Good to have you joining us today. And I'm with Kevin Lobello. And Kevin, you're new to Bartow County. You're the pastor at Sam Jones United Methodist Church. But before we get into all that, who in the world is Sam Jones?
David, thanks for asking. I've heard of Sam Jones pretty much all my life, being a Methodist pastor. But when I came here, I was just excited to find out even more about Sam Jones. We're standing here actually by his portrait there up on the wall. This is what we call the memorial room here. That's the photos of the pastors who have served this place. But of course, Sam Jones has a prominent place. Sam Jones never pastored here, but the church was named in his memory because he is native son of Cartersville and one of our most famous native sons, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sam Jones grew up here in Cartersville. He had kind of a varied past, let's just say. He wasn't always a Christian man, wasn't always a good
It's
man.
okay to go ahead and say he was an alcoholic.
Oh, he was an alcoholic. He was actually a town drunk, from what I understand,
exactly right.
at the beginning. He was educated as a lawyer, did some wonderful things here in the community. But the more interesting part of the story is when God got a hold of him. And God did get a hold of him, and God pressed upon him. And there's don't have time, I guess, to go to all the story, but God did get a hold of him. He was saved, and within, I believe the story's months actually of his salvation, he felt the call to become a pastor and an evangelist. And Sam Jones literally went all over the country preaching the good news of Jesus Christ. They say that as an evangelist, over 1.5 million people came to faith through his ministry, through his preaching. He would go from community to community, set up these evangelistic services, work with the churches in the community. Had kind of an unusual way of doing things. He would come into a town, into a community, and he would begin his revivals, begin his evangelical meetings, and he would actually preach to the church folks for the first several days or sometimes several weeks of the campaign. And he thought that revival in a community would start with the church folks, and they needed to get right with God first. He would preach very strong to the church folks, trying to get their hearts right. His most famous sermon was called "Quit Your Meanness," which is applicable to any time and place. Yeah. But after he preached to the church folks and felt like they were right with God, then he would begin to open the meetings up to the whole community. He would change his timbre, his way of preaching, and he would be more gentle and more, I used to say, evangelical in that. My favorite story about Sam Jones is that when he was in Nashville, he converted a gentleman, a riverboat captain named Ryman, Captain Ryman. Captain Ryman built a church for Sam Jones in Nashville, and it was a very great success. Lots of people came, but Sam Jones decided he wanted to come back to Cartersville, and no matter how much they pleaded for him to stay in Nashville, he wanted to come back to Cartersville, and he in fact did. The interesting thing is that church that was built was turned into a concert hall, and folks know it today as Ryman Auditorium, which is the home of the Grand Ole Opry.
Home of the Grand Ole Opry. And Kevin, Sam Jones was the 1880s, 1890s Billy Graham. See, I don't think people understand. He was Billy Graham.
He was, absolutely.
What an incredible heritage here in Cartersville and Bartow County to have somebody of that magnitude to come from here.
It really speaks to the spiritual depth and the spiritual heritage of this community to have somebody like Sam Jones to be from Cartersville, Georgia. He actually came back here. He passed away, and it says here he passed away in 1906. That was about the time that this church was built, this sanctuary was built, and so it was named in his memory. There's also Roselawn, which is right across the street, which is his home, which is a museum, Sam Jones Museum, and it's open to the public. And if anybody wants to find out more about Sam Jones, I highly suggest go to Roselawn, go to the museum there. They'll give you a beautiful tour. You'll find out more about his life, his family, and his ministry.
And the church that bears his name is right next to the county courthouse on Church Street, right across where the bridge goes over the train tracks. and folks are welcome to come. Listen, Sam Jones, a great person that came from Bartow County that touched the world.
I'm Dale York. This is my wife, Kathy. We own the Guardian Total Pest and Termite Control and Lawn Care.
We've been serving Cartersville, Bartow, and surrounding counties for over 20 years. We provide exceptional service with guaranteed results.
Give us a call, 770-386-9985, or visit us on the internet, guardianpestandlawn.com.
Let me explain what this is, and we've been adding quite a few of these to our collection. This is a J.D. Power actual award for the highest initial quality mid-size premium car for 2013. This was just awarded to us. That means we have ranked higher in initial quality. That means problems per 100 cars sold by the actual consumer who's reported back to, hey, this is my experience buying this brand new car. The Hyundai Genesis has achieved the highest rating by J.D. Power. That means over the Hondas, over the Mercedes, over the BMW, over the Lexus, and over the Audi. Congratulations once again to the Hyundai family and Hyundai Genesis.
Welcome to Santana Mexican Grill.
I always order the tacos. They're just like I get in Mexico. Santana has the best tacos in town.
This is so good. We order this on a regular basis for our customers, for our accounts that are all around the Northwest Georgia. We come here.
We offer an authentic Mexican menu, daily lunch specials, and drink specials. So come on out and see us. Located on Felton Road beside Pizza Hut and behind the Lowe Shopping Center. Santana Mexican Grill, or check us out on Facebook at Santana Mexican Grill.
Best chicken soup in town.
Hey folks, David Franklin here. In my paying job, I'm the district superintendent or overseer for all the Southern Baptist churches, but I'm actually at Sam Jones Methodist Church with Kevin Lobello, who is the new pastor here at Sam Jones, came last fall. Kevin, welcome to Cartersville.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I love being in Cartersville.
Well, listen, man, we're so glad to have you, but tell us a little bit about yourself, where you came from, married, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, very good. I actually was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, and I became a United Methodist pastor in what we call the North Georgia Conference back in 1986, and been serving churches in the North Georgia area since 1986. I came here most recently from Griffin. I was the pastor at Griffin First United Methodist Church for the past 6 years, and came here the end of June this year.
And listen, now you being from Florida, you're not a Gator fan, are you?
I'm afraid I am.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell me about it. So, listen, I'm an Alabama fan. I get busted on. But anyway, now, you're married, right?
I am married. I'm married to Peggy, and I have 3 children, 2 daughters. One is a United Methodist minister, another is a pharmacist. And I have a son who's a Spanish teacher, and they're all married, but no grandchildren yet.
No grandchildren yet. Listen, tell us one good thing you found at Sam Jones Methodist Church.
Sam Jones Methodist Church is a wonderful church. I think the community, you come to a place like Cartersville, and it's an exciting place to be. It's a very vibrant place to be. But I was really surprised at how strong the community is, the family is here. Sam Jones is a church with a good mix of older folks, middle-aged folks, young folks, children, youth. Probably our most growing ministry and strongest ministry right now is our youth ministry. We have a marvelous young man who's taken over our youth ministry, and it's just growing like wildfire, and it's just very exciting to see that happen, see God at work in that, see the lives of these young folks get changed and get on fire for Jesus.
Kevin, as a former pastor, it is fun to see teenagers get excited about it. Something good you've seen in Cartersville, you said it was vibrant, but one thing that just kind of, you and I have lived different places. What's something unique or good you've seen in Cartersville?
I think one of the unique things about Cartersville, coming from Griffin particularly, we were struggling in Griffin to get industry, to get commerce, to get jobs. I'm just so amazed at the commerce that's here, the different plants that are here, the industries that are here, the jobs that are here, and also the future of Cartersville with the sports facility becoming a reality, and all the other good things that are going on in this area in Bartow County. It's the future is what's so exciting about Bartow County right now.
Well, listen, we're excited to have you here, and we're excited to have somebody new that's a team player, but you and I had a kind of an interesting thing, and we'll end on this. Real quick, one kind of crazy God thing you've seen.
Well, I did have something unique to happen. The financial secretary came to me one day and said, we've got some money left over from the tornado. People have given money for tornado relief, and we reserved a little bit in case of an emergency, and we've got a little bit left over, a few $1,000s. Do you know what to do with it? And I said, well, I don't know, but I know David, and David was very instrumental in tornado relief, so let me give him a call. So I called you and asked if you had a particular need for that, and you got very excited because at that moment you were in a meeting.
At that moment, I was in a meeting, and a guy had just walked in, and we found out that we thought we had a bill that's a church had taken care of, but it hadn't. And a lady had been living in a trailer for 4 months, and the bill came due, and we thought we were celebrating we were finished. And so here we had a bill, like $7,000, and we didn't have any money. We were out.
Right.
And you called right then, and it was like, boom, what a God thing.
Well, God's timing is perfect.
Kevin, thank you. We're excited to have you here and look forward to continue working with you.
Excited to be here. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Joe Wilson, co-owner of Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, Cartersville's locally owned funeral home, serving all of Bartow County since 1977. The biggest difference of our funeral home here in Bartow County, Cartersville, is that we are a locally owned funeral home. We make all our decisions right here in the funeral home. When people walk in the door, they're going to meet the owner and know that we're making decisions on what's best for the families that have placed their trust and confidence in us and the needs of our community. One thing we always say to families that place their trust in us is ask a family we have served. We want people to know that when they come here for probably one of the most difficult experiences in their life, that they can feel comfortable with us.
All our family actually comes to Parnick Jennings. Once we lose a loved one, we call on them because, they really took care of us in the past. As far as controlling the funeral, the arrangements for the trafficking to the gravesite, everything went perfect and, in order like it needed to be. And, especially with a loved one that you lost, you want things to go like it's supposed to, and they've really done a professional job of doing it.
Pre-arranging a funeral, it could be probably one of the most important things that you could do for your loved one. You have time to make those decisions in a calm, relaxed atmosphere, and you can lock in the price. In today's economy, price is something that we have to think about. And by making a pre-arrangement in advance and funding it, you're guaranteeing that those prices will be there and you'll be protected from any future inflation. On behalf of myself and all the staff here at Parnick Jennings Funeral Home, we want you to know it would be our honor to serve your family during your time of need. Please call us at 770-382-0034.
Hi, I'm Greg with Honda Carland North. Are you looking for a good quality used vehicle? Whether it's a late model Honda or maybe you're looking for a Nissan, a Lexus, a Cadillac, a Lincoln, we've got them all here. So make sure you come down to Honda Carland North and ask for me, and we'll get you the best possible price we can. If you mention this video that you're watching here on Cartersville Uncut, I'll get you an extra $250 off the price of the car that you select. Let's say you're not in the market for a car right now. Press share on this video. Share this video with your friends. When they come down and purchase a vehicle, have them mention your name, and I'll get you $100 for sending us the business. All of our vehicles here on the used car lot go through an inspection process in our service department. Most come with a warranty. They're all great cars, safe cars, something you can put your teenager in before they graduate and head off to college. Valentine's Day is coming up, Mother's Day. We've got a great Lincoln Town car here for your mom. So make sure you come down, ask for me. My name is Greg at Honda Carland North, and get your extra $250 off.
SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you find a huge selection of high-end mattresses without paying high-end prices? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. Where can you save 50 to 80% off retail every day? SOS Mattress, best quality, best price, guaranteed. We offer the lowest prices on the best name brand mattresses. SOS Mattress and Clearance Center on Highway 41 in Cartersville, 1 block south of Home Depot.
This is Rick Roberts. Rick Roberts, we're in front of your business here. What is this place?
This is Pro Quality Laboratory here in Cartersville.
What is that?
We are an analytical testing lab. We test all kinds of products, wastewater, jet fuel, wood products for different chemical analytes.
Why do you test them?
Well, we test products to make sure they comply with national standards, government standards for use. We test wastewater to make sure it meets permits, so when it's discharged to the system, it's not polluted.
Been doing that long?
We've been in business 8 years here.
All right, I got an invite from you on Facebook to join. You're starting a group, or there's a group here in Cartersville called Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Cartersville. What is that?
Yeah, the fellowship we have created is myself and some friends of mine who are Unitarian identifying members of different churches. And there's no Unitarian Universalist church here within 25-30 miles. So we wanted to start one here in town. Unitarian Church is a liberal faith, and we want to bring those ideals and principles here to Cartersville.
Are you a liberal?
I am a social liberal, yes. I'm a fiscal conservative and social liberal, more libertarian.
More libertarian, okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm still confused. What is a Unitarian Universalist? What is that?
Well, the Unitarian Church started way back in the 1600s out of the Protestant Reformation. It even has roots further back. And in the classic Christian sense, the Unitarian Church believed in one God as opposed to the Trinity. Mm-hmm. And that was the schism, with the Catholic Church and such, was the Trinity. And then through the years, the Unitarians settled in the Boston area. And one of the oldest churches, First Church in Boston, was formed in 1630, and that's one of our oldest Unitarian churches. And then in the 20th century, the Unitarian Church merged with the Universalist Church and became the Unitarian Universalist faith. It's one of the bigger liberal religions in the United States.
What does it believe?
The Unitarian Universalists believe in 7 principles. I don't have them off the top of my head, but the first is the inherent dignity of worth of every person. It's a non-creedal faith, meaning that we don't believe in a dogma such as the Catholic Church or the Baptist Church, where we'd say this is what the Bible says, therefore it's true. We don't have a book that we point to and say this is our only source of truth and light. We look at the world around us, our experience, the gathered knowledge through the ages from all different sources, whether it be Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, Judeo, or other faiths.
So there's not one belief.
There's not one belief. You're welcome to come whether you believe in God or you're an atheist. It's about creating a place to foster the beliefs and the journey to discover one's faith. And we provide an environment for that.
People are interested. How do they find out more?
Well, if you want to find out more, go to facebook.com/UUF Cartersville, and there's our page. And we have a event where we have a bi-weekly meeting. We're meeting here in town. It's the first few have been at my house, but we're moving them around probably to other people's houses, and eventually we'll be formed. The goal is to form a church here one day. And right now, you can come there, and we'll give you information about where to come. And we're going to have discussion groups where we're going to discuss different topics. I think our next meeting is probably going to be on the topic of death, but we might discuss love, or we might discuss spirituality, moms, all kinds of topics.
Rick Roberts, everybody, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Society's mask, it's society's way, and the truth is that it's all a facade.
There's a face that we hide till the nighttime appears, and what's hiding inside behind all of our fears, it's our true self locked inside the